You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here for Drake Wing Gaming, and somebody on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Wayfinder. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. There we go. We'll see. Shit, I can't focus on the lecture. Everything with Tucker and that killer, and even my trip with Arkin, Bjorn, and Geralf is swirling together in my thoughts. Geralf sitting nearby seems to notice my discomfort, but I don't know that there's anything he can even do to help. Up front, Bjorn sits with a pen in hand and is clearly busy scrawling something before he turns to wave to me. How do you know I was looking at him? I smile at Bjorn. He's taking notes again. I'll need to thank him for that. Geralf scoffs, but when I look at him to see what's wrong, he's looking the other way. I whisper to avoid interrupting the lecture. Is everything okay? Yes, Bjorn is trying too hard to impress you. I don't think he's doing it to impress me. Either way, why is it your problem? He looks at me in the eye for a moment but closes his and nods. You're right, I should not get so worked up over nothing. I frown, but not so much to be obvious. Geralf seems to have some serious issue with Bjorn's involvement. Likely it's related to what he mentioned last night. I might have to quash that. The lecture ends after another half hour. Most students rush out, and the instructor leaves for their office at the back of the room. Standing to walk to us, Bjorn approaches with a smile. Good morning, Finn. Good morning, Geralf. Good morning, Bjorn. Hope you rested well last night. Greetings. Bjorn seems unfazed by whatever bad vibes Geralf is emitting. I did. And you? I slept okay. Geralf here slept like a baby because my cat betrayed me. Geralf stammers and turns his head. Yes, well, the beast was much nicer when he realized how warm I am. I permitted him to accompany me in bed. I'm on to you. You probably gave him tons of scratches and pets. Geralf blushes and turns away again. I compiled notes for you again, Finn. We should... Zariel, I compiled notes for you again, Finn. We should go over these and the ones from yesterday. You're right. Thank you. I really am grateful you did this, though I really should be doing it myself. It's only decent for one of us to assist you with this, since we're asking you to assist us. I tilt my head, but shrug. I can't really argue with that. Alright, let's go to the library. They fixed the bookcases, so they shouldn't tumble onto us again. So be it. I'll still be ready for them if they do. Geralf looks between us in confusion, but trails behind us. A hallway later, I find myself walking between Bjorn and Geralf with a shorter wolf practically guarding my rear. We walk to the library, and I find a cozy spot over in the corner far away from the bookshelves. Bjorn also seems to be wary of the shelves as he stands between me and them. Guys, I'm not in danger here. The attacks have all been at night. Geralf tilts his head. Attacks? Oh, no, we're keeping an eye out for Tucker. We are? I was making sure no bookshelves fall... It's like, water or coffee time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Alrighty. Okay. Geralf gives Bjorn a death glare. Yes, Tucker. I shake my head. I want to meet up with Tucker. I'll be doing that soon. Geralf shrugs and shakes his head. Regardless, I would rather we know he is near so you can gather yourself beforehand. It would not do to allow yourself to be ambushed. I nod. Your point is valid. I should probably think about what I want to ask. I sigh. Looking up to the others, I lift my bag into the table and reach inside for my notebook. I feel something else. A bigger book. Realizing, I look around. The librarian isn't in today. I pull the latched tome out of my bag. What a strange book. Why is it sealed that way? Honestly, I have no idea. I found it the other day while we were here. I haven't even gotten the chance to read it yet. Well, not exactly true. I haven't made time yet. I had the funniest dream right beforehand, actually. I've had a few like it recently. I was somewhere cold and far away. It's like somewhere cold and far away, and with seeing visions of... As I'm speaking, I begin to open the book's first latch, but it sparks. Ow! Everything goes white for a moment, and I come to hunched over the table with a splitting headache. Bjorn and Geralf are on the ground, clutching their heads as well. The few other people in the room are lying on the ground, several of them stirring and one of them climbing to their feet holding onto a bookshelf. Geralf looks at the book. Finn, What the hell was that? My head is on fire. Ow! I don't know. I just tried to open the book and suddenly I yanked my hand away from the book cover and then opened my bag and swat the book inside. I stand up. Bjorn is climbing to his feet, and I help Geralf up too. We should get out of here. I don't want security to question us. The others follow as I trek out of the library, my legs moving like I'm climbing uphill. We manage to get out of the building before anyone calls security, and I see Geralf and Bjorn working some magic around us. Maybe they're keeping us unseen from the camera. They seem aware of what they do. After we reach the campus grounds, I stop behind a tree and lean against it. Phew! Whatever that was, let's not do it again. I'll say, what was a book with some sort of magic ward doing at a human library in Midgard? Geralf is looking at Bjorn with concern. You're right. That's quite the problem, and a dangerous one at that. We should inform the elders as soon as possible. Yes, I agree. I feel a hand on my back and let out a scream, causing Bjorn and Geralf to jump into action. I look ready to take down whoever grabbed me, but I feel a hand tousling my hair and smell pine. Arkin, you scared the shit out of me. Oh, sorry. I guess the spirit of the season got a hold of me. Preposterous. What nonsense are you speaking about? It's Halloween, Geralf. We celebrate it too, sorta. Oh, these cute wolf boys. Arkin is excitedly doing standing jacks. There is a similarity to our Alpha Blow, from what I've read. Both are considered times of reverence for spirits and the dead. Though humans don't tend to make sacrifices to the altar these days. That's something that's largely been done in the past in both of our worlds. Halloween. Fend mentioned this earlier. People dress up and kids go trick-or-treating and get candy. It's fun. I think about the party tomorrow night and get an idea. I know I mentioned I can't go with you guys until Sunday. I had plans tomorrow morning, and tomorrow evening I was invited by the owner of the garden store to come to his Halloween party. You three should come. The owner said I could invite a few friends after all. Arkin cheers and pats me on the back. Yes, a party! Will there be food? I laugh and nod. Yeah, there'll be all kinds of snacks and drinks, so you guys need to find costumes. There's a ghostly Halloween store in the mall. We shall head there as soon as possible and find suitable attire. Y'all can't go as is right here. Geralf is acting proper and haughty again. I hope he can lighten up around the others soon. Meanwhile, Arkin is dancing around and making ghost noises at Geralf, who is rolling his eyes and swatting the jovial wolf away. I can't help but smile. That's so different, but being around the three of them has been pretty great. Bjorn looks at me with a nervous expression. Finn, would you like to spend some time together later tonight? I would like to get to know you better before we travel, and I know you mentioned wanting to do the same. I nod. Absolutely. It's gonna be a rough day tomorrow, so some fun tonight will be just what I need. Arkin's stomach growls audibly, and I shrug. Lunchtime! Arkin's ears perk up and his tail wags. He smiles at me. Awesome, let's go chow down! Bjorn and Geralf shake their heads, and Bjorn motions for us to go. I only eat 2 meals a day. Any more and I'll become sluggish. I want to contact the elders about what happened in the library. I'll do that. Please let me know when you're ready to meet up later. Oh, all right. You two be safe. They wave to me, beginning to walk in separate directions. Arkin jogs in place. What happened in the library? I turn to him and smile, so energetic. I'll explain on the way. We enter the cafeteria and find a table as I'm explaining the book and what happened when I tried to open it. Arkin's face, usually excited or happy, turns sour for a brief moment, but then he shrugs. I don't know what could cause that, but glad nobody was seriously hurt. That was one scary book, though. Yeah, Geralf said it might have a magic ward on it. Arkin nods. Yeah, magical ward. Exactly what I suspected. He looks at me. Arkin's face is suddenly serious. This is why I don't read. I laugh and punch his arm lightly. He smiles again and reaches for my hair, messing it up again. We both pick out food, and I get a little more than I usually would because I know Arkin will want more, but is too polite to ask up front. We find a table near the windows and sit, Arkin beginning to dig in as I pull out my phone. I message Tucker. Tucker, I'm at the cafeteria with Arkin. Where are you? A minute passes as I start to munch on a bread roll, and I put a second one on Arkin's plate, to his delight. My phone screen lights up, set to silent. It's Tucker. Knock, knock! I turn in shock to see Tucker at the window, smirking as he spooks me. I roll my eyes and unlatch the window, opening it. Not funny, Tucker! Arkin laughs. Good one. I got him earlier. Tucker nods to Arkin and laughs. Well, look at that. One of your new boyfriends has a sense of humor. Not helping, Arkin. Also, what makes you think any of them are my boyfriends? You went out with a shorter guy last night, didn't you? We were just hanging out. I can have friends. Not that it's any of your business. Tucker smirks again, but his face tenses. Finn, can I see you tomorrow night? It's important. What? Where's this coming from? Why tomorrow night? Weren't you supposed to be answering my questions? Well, I will. It's easier if I show you, though. Tomorrow night. Until then, you stick with one of these guys, okay? They have names, Tucker. This is Arkin. Great. Use those names if you're in danger. I need to handle something today, and tomorrow night we'll meet up. I sigh. Any chance you have a Halloween costume? He looks at me like I'm insane. You remember who you're talking to, right? Best costume designer in the theater department. Not that your daddy knows. He blushes and scoffs. Well, he doesn't need to know everything. It's just dangerous that he knew about you. Tucker, what's going on? I'll explain everything tomorrow night. I know you'll have an easier time believing me then. Where am I meeting you? The garden center at the mall. The owner's throwing a costume party. All right, I'll be there. Thanks for giving me the chance, Finn. Seriously. Before I can answer, Tucker tilts his head to Arkin. Keep Finn safe. Understood? Arkin, mid-bite, nods. Didn't need your encouragement to do so. He's safer with me than anywhere else. Tucker begins to respond, but shakes his head. He pushes away from the window and walks off. Well, that was fucking weird. Arkin chuckles and eats his last bite. I'm gonna finish that? I shake my head, shrugging. Arkin, finish your food before speaking. He does, his bright eyes locked in mine the whole time. It's oddly sultry. Arkin finishes his food, then leans in. I can feel my face getting warmer. Have his eyes always been this bright? He reaches a hand forward slowly, but then points toward the plate in front of me, mostly untouched. You gonna finish that? I laugh and take Arkin's empty plate, portioning more out onto it for him again. We both eat the rest of our lunches and enjoy one another's company. After my classes are done, Arkin walks me home. Don't forget to get a costume for tomorrow. Do you need some money? Arkin shakes his head. Oh, no, I got some money from this old lady who paid me to lift a couch for her into her house this morning. He smiles and pulls out a wad of cash. Arkin, that's like hundreds of dollars. Is it? Oh, the woman handed it to me and said it was for the manual labor that she got a good show, too. I tried to refuse, but she insisted. I guess she had fun watching me lift the couch over my head while I walked up the stairs. I daren't tell him. Well, great job then. You earned it. Thanks. He puts the log of cash into his pocket again and I frown. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon, YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!